So first and foremost, Rabbi Eliezer Hisma is telling you even the difficult parts, like studying the laws of bird offerings, that's part of learning Torah. Second part is foundational laws, like the laws regarding the menstrual cycle. Both men and women need to know it. Why? Because this is the foundation of a house. If a woman does not want to go to the mikveh, you're not allowed to be with her. A man that's with his wife, when she's nida, and they're intimate together, it's the equivalent of karet. It's the equivalent of the worst possible sin, worst possible punishment in the Torah, which they both have to do serious tshuva on. It's a worse sin than incest. It's a worse sin than some of the biggest things that you would think are a sin. Being with a woman that's not going to a mikveh, you are destroying your relationship with Hashem Yitbarach. Now, many times you have, Baruch Hashem, you have many Baalei Tshuva, and sometimes one side starts before the other. Sometimes the husband starts first, sometimes the wife starts first, and hopefully the spouse joins the tshuva later on. But sometimes you have a situation where the husband starts doing tshuva, but the wife not only doesn't want to start doing tshuva, but she's empty. I have a situation like this with one guy who used to come to my shurim, and he started doing tshuva, Baruch Hashem, but he got married before he did tshuva. He was married for like a year before he started doing tshuva. 6 months or so after, or a year after he got married, he started doing tshuva, and his wife, he never knew, but his wife is anti-Torah. Not only she doesn't want to be religious, she's anti-Torah. She hates it. But he's got a problem now. They have a kid. They have a kid together that unfortunately came while she was nida. And she has no interest whatsoever to go to the mikveh. Not now or not ever. This means that according to the Torah, he's not allowed to touch her finger. Forget about being intimate. Of course that's not allowed. He's not allowed to sleep in the same bed with her. Even if they're not touching. Even if they're not holding hands even. He's not allowed to be in the same bed with her. So now when couples come to the Beit Din to get a get, the Beit Din is very, very lenient and very understanding of family problems. So they don't just give you a get right away. So if, let's say, for example, a new couple comes and they say, listen, he did tshuva, he wants to keep Shabbat, he wants this. She doesn't want to keep Shabbat. She doesn't want to keep Shabbat. So the rabbis say, work it out, we're not giving you a get. Work it out, B'ezrat Hashem, over time she'll keep Shabbat. Or the couple comes to the Beit Din, they say, okay, she doesn't want to eat kosher, so my whole house is full of tarif. My whole house is full of not kosher. They say, we're not giving you a get, go buy kosher food. Work it out. Get it to do tshuva. They don't just give you a get just like that. We're not the civil court of the goyim that anything that squeaks, they give you everything. No. In the Jewish world, it's very, very important to keep the marriage going and to work through problems simply because that's what builds a relationship. There's no such thing as a relationship that doesn't have problems. If it doesn't have problems, it doesn't exist. In order for it to be a relationship, it must have problems. That's how you build it. This doesn't mean that you're looking for problems. It's just a reality. You can have high times, low times, but that's what makes a couple a couple.